Chapter 5, back on the trail. Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Let's Play Ghost Recon Shadow Wars. I'm your host, as always, the 12th Kind. Last episode, we finished up episode 16. We finished up chapter 4. Getting kind of mixed up. Yes, you did see a mouse cursor because I'm pulling up my old... Okay, yeah, so it's been... over a month since I last recorded, and that's just because grad school got really busy, and so I was like, I gotta focus on this. But now I'm done, and so I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. I wanna get back into recording this Let's Play, get that taken care of. I have the rest of front mission taken care of as well. Russian troops pull back as ceasefire agreed between Russia and Ukraine. Troskayev agrees to treaty if Ukraine guarantees security of Russian interests. Further action threatened if more incidents occur. Troskayev surges ahead of President Kharkov during final roundup to elections. And then, yeah, go back to veteran. Idana and the partisans were right. The rail yard appears to be marshalling distribution point for the Zmaya troops and drones. You must neutralize it. The train is bringing in Zmaya forces. Destroy it before it can unload its cargo. Once this is complete, eliminate any further signs of Zemya activity. Alright, let's go. Ooh, cutscene where we see a train. Hey, status. Troops are moving about, but they aren't Russian. They are Zemya. Ghostly, we arrived at a rail yard near Chernigov. Multiple hostiles. Acknowledge. Seems like they want to restart the war. Take them out. Roger. We still have Ukrainian paramilitaries. We'll conduct joint operation. Idana, you position? We are ready. Wait on my signal, then attack. Agreed. Destroy the train. Okay, men, get those charges on the train. Everyone else, cover him. Sure thing. Alright. So, let's see, that 2, 3. Can he, I don't remember this map too well. I wonder if he can go between the cars. I think so, but I'm not sure. But yeah, so, as I was saying, I did get the rest of front mission first edited, what episodes remain, because I am planning on stopping that series, or I've already stopped it. I just need to get the videos released. Because it just got to a point where it wasn't, the difficulty felt artificial and not fun. Like, I love a challenge, don't get me wrong. I love Souls-likes, you know. I beat Dark Souls, like the first one, 6, 7 times. A few times on my Switch Lite, and then a couple more times on my PS4. And you know, I was like, I'm no I'm not a stranger to difficulty, you know. But it just, that game in particular, I think it has to do with, like, turn-based games that rely on what you call it, on accuracy, hit chance. You know, it's just because with hit chance, you never know what's going on under the hood. You know, I much prefer like this game. There's no such thing as accuracy. You do have like scaling damage, and that can sometimes fuck you up, right? But you know, it's not, you know, you can't be totally screwed over just because, like, for some reason, even though you've got like high level in that particular skill, your mech just like whiffed a shot, you know. Sorry with all like the clear in my throat. I had lunch. Ooh. There we go. Much better. But yeah, so it's like the thing with front mission is like, you know, you could grind for hours and be like 10, 15, 20 levels above, you know, the enemy. But that accuracy, you know, will never be 100% guaranteed. And so because of that, a perfectly laid plan could just go to shit because one of your dudes just completely whiffed a shot that they had landed like 6 times already, but they whiffed that one shot and then suddenly like you lose everything. Which is like wild. God, I'm trying to like hold it back, like not be too terribly like negative Nancy about like the whole thing. But I don't know, man. Like, I think it really depends on how the accuracy is done. Like like for starters, like you never really, like it gives you like a hit chance. Like when we're talking about like Pokemon, for example. Pokemon hit chances, you know, it's laid out pretty bare, and it, in my opinion, makes a lot of sense. And then, you know, because you've got a lot of moves that have no accuracy rating, so like they always hit, but then you have some moves that say accuracy 100, and that tells you like, oh, okay, you know, this accuracy can go lower, you know. And you can kind of keep a mental note of protect the partisans. All right. You know, because it's like something like sand attack. If you understand how stages work in Pokemon, which I'm going to be honest, I don't 100% understand how they work, but you know, have the vaguest of ideas. But, you know, I know that, like, if, for example, and I was playing, I have Pokemon on the brain because, like, I've been playing through Pokemon Leaf Green recently, because that got released onto the Switch. And I've just been, honestly, I've been having a blast with it. But let's see. Oh, can I? There we go. Okay, it won't kill him, but it does enough damage. But yeah, so like, for example, I was doing a fight where I was up against a Sandslash, and I have Eradicate. You know, it's got a mix of moves. It's got a couple of HM moves, and a couple of other moves. It's got, you know, it's quick attack, strength, cut, and hyper beam, of all things, because I thought it would be funny. And it is funny. The mental image of, like, just this fat rat opening up its maw and releasing one of the most devastating energy attacks known to mankind is very funny. But yeah, so like Hyper Beam, if I recall correctly, has 90 accuracy. So without having dealt like anything regarding like no sand attack and nothing that increases evasiveness, nothing that increases accuracy, 90%. Okay, good chance. Sandslash uses sand attack, lowers my accuracy. I know, okay, it's not going to be 90%. It's probably going to be like 70 or 80%. But I have moves that have a higher hit chance, so I might rely on that. And then if it uses sand attack too many times, then I'll be like, okay, I might have to switch out. And you know, that's the case with like all of the Pokemon. It's just being like, ah, shit, it's, you know, its accuracy has been lowered too much, I gotta swap it out, or its attack has been lowered. You know, or if it's something like double team or minimize that increases the enemy's evasiveness, then you know, the counter for that is just tenacity. It really is. Just at the end of the day, it's just being like very stubborn. Does this temporarily stuns them? Okay. But yeah. Like, I can account for that. There are things I can do as a trainer to, deal with that kind of thing. Be like, okay, I've got to do this, and maybe I can try doing this instead. Blah 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 blah. But in front mission, you can't really do that. Accuracy is a very esoteric thing. I've tried looking up guides to figure out how exactly accuracy is affected. Like, I know it's affected by terrain and pilot skill, but by how much? Like, that's when there's not any sort of like quick mental math that you could potentially do, unlike, say, Pokemon. And it's kind of, at the end of the day, it's all for nothing, because even if you've got like we saw it with the end of the UCS campaign, or not UCS, OCU campaign, where we had pilots with like pretty good skill, but they would still miss their shots, which is really weird. Oh, that's... Oh, no. Crap. Okay, attack position. Ooh, that's a toughie. Yeah, let's just go for hard cover. Heal self. And then we really need command points, my good god. It's one of those things where it's like, okay, so is there nothing that can be done? And sadly, the answer is typically yes. Now, you can up your own evasiveness with like chaff or something like that. But nothing really, like, there's not a specific thing where you can be like, okay, if I do this, I know for sure my accuracy will increase, and I think that was something that like really bugged me the most. I was like, how am I supposed to account for this, And again, it's not that I struggle with hard games. I have, one could say, an unhealthy level of desire to play Souls games when I have like the energy to do so. Sadly, I did not play a lot of Dark Souls or Bloodborne like during my grad program, because I was already dealing with real life Dark Souls, which is grad school. But yeah, it in this game can be challenging sometimes. Like, obviously, I don't have it set to the hardest difficulty, but I probably could if I so desired true punishment. I could do that. I'm probably not gonna, because that sounds like a special slice of hell that I don't really want to do, especially after like having struggled with the UCS storyline, and there's also a whole conversation that I've had before on this channel, on this website. Still use the same channel because I'm still YouTube coded, you know. I spent most of my life on YouTube, and then like recently YouTube got really shit, and so now I'm just like, I guess I'll stay on the website. But you know, like I feel like there is such a thing as like artificial difficulty, and we see it with, you know, arcade games, you know, all the time, especially early arcade games where their difficulty is just like, here is an endless stream of enemies and you are not strong enough to take them all out, because they wanted your money, you know. And then like older games, you know, they couldn't be so long, so they were like just extra hard so you get the most amount of playtime, you know, to kind of justify, you know, your cost of admission. But you know, that's something that, like, you know, for better or for worse, Front Mission First was just one of the original ports with like a facelift, and maybe I could have made it better by using modern instead of classic, but I'm not really sure if it would have made that big of a difference, honestly, because there's like so many people that are like, yeah, I'm playing on like modern easy, and it's just, you know, it's still kicking my ass, whereas the OCU storyline on hard was not, you know. So it's one of those things where you're like, oh wow, I just don't know. And again, you know, I talked about this during my Lego Star Wars 2 Let's Play, during that Escape the Death Star chapter. Yeah! Destroy the train. Okay, the train's out of action. Let's take out the rest of them. Rolling them up. My drones, this is your fault. You meant to be protecting them. Be quiet. This is because of you using them against peasants. You should be testing them properly against soldiers. I said be quiet. The drones are to destroy resistance wherever we find it. These are my orders, and this is what I have been doing. Your orders from General Strassen, but this is not the great and noble Russia I dreamed of or have been promised. You naive old fool. Did you think it would be done without shedding blood? Come on, old man. Mirzov and Demidov are running. Hey, he's got a clear shot. Negative. Alright, now we just gotta mop them up. Oh boy. But yeah. You know. Oh, also, speaking of hard games, another game that's really hard, but I really enjoyed it, was Tulip. Tulip's a hard game. Tulip is a game that does not give a single solitary fuck about what you think. It really doesn't. It is like this is a game we have made, and you can either play it and beat it, or you can go fuck yourself. And I think that's phenomenal. And you know, the Front Mission First remake is ostensibly that. It is a game that is like, we made this hard because we wanted to. And if you don't like it, you can go fuck yourself. And that's what I did. At the end of the day, I was like, I'm gonna go fuck myself. And just stopped the Let's Play. It's not a hiatus. It's just gonna be stopped. Like, for the first time in a long time, it's gonna be a Let's Play that I just cancel. Just like partway through, I'm like, I think I'm done. I'm done with this. I don't want to play it anymore. I'm gonna DNF it, you know? Just like, fuck this shit, I'm out, you know? It's one of those things where it's like, at the end of the day, I want to do something fun. If I want challenge, I will seek it out from a game that I actively enjoy, you know? But, you know, that Front Mission is not that game for me. I will seek my entertainment elsewhere. But yeah. So that's kind of like, that's just like, I don't know. I feel like I keep trying to justify ending that Let's Play, when really I don't need to. Because, like, yeah, I'm gonna have people, like, crawling on my fucking asshole, you know, being like, oh, why'd you cancel? Why'd you stop the Let's Play? You're not actually done with the whole game. Yeah, and I'm like, are you paying for it? You're not. Okay. Shut the fuck up. Did you pay? Are you sponsoring this Let's Play? No. Then lick my asshole clean, because I do not give a fuck. And I think that's been one of my more liberating thoughts to have, especially as I've like had this you know, slight, you know, or not slight, this total transition over to being on the website, where I'm just like, this is 100% my own platform. I can say and do whatever the fuck I want. I do not give a single solitary shit. And that was really liberating. You know, I don't have to be like, oh man, am I sure about this? You know, is it going to like irreparably ruin how my channel shows up in search? It doesn't matter. It does not matter. And that is so liberating. Also, something else that I keep in mind is that this is not like a life or death situation with these videos. People, this is the weirdest shit that I still see on YouTube channels, like, to this day, is that people will still like get really upset if like a YouTuber they watch, you know, does something that they don't like, or they're like, I subscribe to you only for this and not this, and da 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 da. And I'm like, are you personally bankrolling that person's YouTube channel? Oh, you're not. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this Bad Dragon branded monster cock dildo and you're gonna shove it up your ass without lube. And you're gonna just take it because no one gives a fuck what you think. The algorithm gives a fuck, but we do not give a fuck. And I say we. That creator. And that creator really shouldn't give a fuck. Sorry, I I forgot I was recording. Not necessarily that I forgot I was recording. I just like I'm out of practice, and so sometimes I just go quiet. Because honestly, that's what I do when I game. I'm very quiet when I game for the most part, unless something's like really exciting or whatnot. You know, I'm just like pretty damn silent. And so I gotta remember that. I gotta keep talking. This is live. Not live, but it's live commentary. I gotta be alive. I gotta be awake. I gotta do shit. Oh, excuse me. All hostiles down. Eliminate the Zemyas. Thank you for helping the partisans. They are brave, but not really fighters. No problem, sweets. Ghost Lead rail yard has been cleared of all hostiles. Drones destroyed. Confirmed. Demidov and Morozov evaded capture again. Continue pursuit of targets. Hunt them down. Dun 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 dun. We did it. Alright, let's see if I remember who... Oh, yeah. He gets the really... Oh, but that's so far away. The gun shield. The gun shield. Yes. It provides hard cover everywhere, which is great. New gun. And not more health, actually. I changed my mind. We are going to pump 2 points into you because we really do need that better EMP gun for later on. Sure. 1 power point for each HP loss. Oh, that's good. That's really good, actually. Still second lieutenant. We need 3 more. The Great Drone Robbery. Sneak into a rail yard and take control of Zemnia drones. Railroad drummer, quick and blah, blah, blah. Oh, man, it's already been 30 minutes. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. That is going to be it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Next time, we will be doing mopping up. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.